The year is 2024. Cryptocurrencies are booming, revolutionizing finance. But high above, the sun brews a silent storm. A massive solar flare, a coronal mass ejection, CME, erupts, hurtling charged particles toward Earth. Our planet's magnetic field shudders, power grids overload, plunging cities into darkness. And in this digital blackout, a chilling realization dawns. Our crypto wealth, meticulously recorded on blockchains, might be gone. Solar flares are powerful bursts of energy from the sun. These flares are essentially massive explosions on the sun's surface, releasing a tremendous amount of energy in the form of light, heat, and radiation. They are the most powerful explosions in our solar system, capable of releasing as much energy as billions of hydrogen bombs. These events release massive amounts of radiation and charged particles that travel at incredible speeds. The charged particles, primarily electrons and protons, are ejected from the sun's atmosphere and can travel through space at speeds of up to several million miles per hour. This journey from the sun to Earth can take anywhere from a few minutes to several hours, depending on the intensity of the flare. When these particles reach Earth, they interact with our planet's magnetic field, causing geomagnetic storms. The Earth's magnetic field acts as a shield, protecting us from the full brunt of these solar particles. However, during intense solar storms, the magnetic field can be temporarily overwhelmed, leading to disturbances in the magnetosphere. These storms can disrupt radio communications, GPS systems, and even knock out power grids. The charged particles can induce electric currents in power lines, transformers, and other electrical infrastructure, potentially causing widespread blackouts. This can have a cascading effect, disrupting everything from emergency services to daily conveniences. In a world increasingly reliant on digital infrastructure, the impact of a major solar storm could be catastrophic. Our modern society depends heavily on technology for communication, navigation, and financial transactions. A severe solar storm could cripple these systems, leading to significant economic and social disruptions. The most powerful solar storm in recorded history, the Carrington event of 1859, caused widespread telegraph system failures. Telegraph operators reported sparks flying from their equipment, and some telegraph lines even caught fire. This event serves as a stark reminder of the potential power of solar storms. If a similar event were to occur today, the consequences for our technology-dependent world would be far more severe. Modern technology is far more sensitive to electromagnetic disturbances than the telegraph systems of the 19th century. Satellites, power grids, and communication networks could all be severely affected. Imagine a world without internet, without communication, without the digital financial systems we've come to rely on. The loss of these systems would not only be inconvenient but could also lead to chaos and panic. Businesses would be unable to operate, financial transactions would come to a halt, and emergency services could be severely hampered. This is the potential threat posed by solar flares. As we continue to advance technologically, it is crucial to understand and prepare for these natural phenomena. Investing in research and developing protective measures can help mitigate the risks and ensure that our digital infrastructure remains resilient in the face of such threats. Blockchain, the technology underpinning cryptocurrencies, is often touted for its security and resilience. This revolutionary technology has transformed the way we think about data security and financial transactions. It's a decentralized system, meaning that data is not stored in a single location, but distributed across a network of computers. This decentralization is one of the key features that make blockchain so robust and difficult to tamper with. This distributed nature makes blockchain theoretically resistant to many traditional forms of cyber attack. Hackers would need to compromise a majority of the network's nodes simultaneously, a feat that is incredibly challenging and resource-intensive. However, a massive solar event presents a unique challenge. Solar storms, also known as geomagnetic storms, are caused by solar wind shock waves and magnetic fields interacting with the Earth's magnetosphere. The computers that make up the blockchain network are still physical devices, vulnerable to the same electromagnetic forces that threaten other electronics. These forces can induce electric currents in the devices, potentially damaging them or causing them to malfunction. A sufficiently powerful solar storm could potentially disrupt the operation of these computers, leading to data loss or corruption on the blockchain. This disruption could have far-reaching consequences, affecting not just individual transactions but the integrity of the entire blockchain. The decentralized nature of blockchain, while a strength in many scenarios, might become a vulnerability in the face of a global disruption. If a solar storm were to impact a significant portion of the network, the decentralized system could struggle to maintain its integrity and functionality. Historical events, such as the Carrington event of 1859, have shown us the potential scale of disruption that solar storms can cause. During the Carrington event, telegraph systems around the world failed, and auroras were seen as far south as the Caribbean. In today's world, our reliance on electronic systems is far greater, and the potential risks to blockchain technology are significant. As we continue to integrate blockchain into various aspects of our lives, understanding and mitigating these risks becomes increasingly important. Researchers and developers are actively working on ways to make blockchain technology more resilient to such threats. This includes exploring alternative methods of data storage, enhancing the robustness of network nodes, and developing protocols to quickly recover from disruptions. Collaborative efforts across the globe are essential to ensure the security and resilience of blockchain technology. By working together, we can develop strategies to protect this vital technology from the unpredictable forces of nature. While the threat of solar storms is real, the future of blockchain technology remains bright. With continuous advancements and innovations, we can look forward to a more secure and resilient blockchain ecosystem. The impact of a solar flare on blockchain data depends on the severity of the storm. Solar flares, which are sudden eruptions of electromagnetic radiation from the sun, can have varying degrees of impact on electronic systems, including blockchain networks, and the preparedness of the network. Networks that have robust contingency plans and protective measures in place are better equipped to handle such disruptions. In a worst-case scenario, a Carrington-level event could wipe out significant portions of the blockchain. The Carrington event of 1859 was the most powerful geomagnetic storm on record, and if a similar event were to occur today, it could have catastrophic effects on our digital infrastructure, leading to massive financial losses. The value of cryptocurrencies could plummet as trust in the system erodes, and investors might face unprecedented losses, and throwing the entire crypto ecosystem into chaos. The interconnected nature of blockchain networks means that a disruption in one part of the system can have ripple effects throughout the entire ecosystem. A less severe storm might cause temporary disruptions or localized data loss. These disruptions could still be significant, affecting transaction speeds and data integrity. In this scenario, the blockchain's decentralized nature becomes its saving grace. Decentralization means that no single point of failure exists, making the system more resilient to localized disruptions. With multiple copies of the blockchain distributed globally, the network can rely on unaffected nodes to maintain data integrity and continuity. Recovery efforts could focus on restoring data from less affected regions. This would involve synchronizing data from various nodes to rebuild the blockchain accurately. However, the process would be complex, time-consuming, and require significant coordination among network participants, and not without its challenges. Technical difficulties, such as ensuring data consistency and dealing with corrupted data, would need to be addressed. Disputes over the correct version of the blockchain could arise. Different nodes might have different versions of the blockchain, leading to disagreements over which version is the most accurate, leading to further instability in the crypto market. Such disputes could undermine confidence in the system, causing volatility and uncertainty among investors and users alike. The path to recovery would require collaboration, innovation, and resilience from the entire cryptosphere community. While the threat from solar flares is real, it's not insurmountable. Just as we protect our power grids and communication systems, we can take steps to safeguard our digital assets. One such solution is the Faraday cage, a conductive enclosure that blocks electromagnetic fields. By housing critical blockchain infrastructure within Faraday cages, we can shield it from the worst effects of a solar storm. These cages act as electromagnetic fortresses, deflecting the harmful radiation and charged particles. Of course, implementing such measures on a large scale would require significant investment and coordination. But the cost of inaction in the face of a potential digital apocalypse is far greater. The immediate aftermath of a major solar flare would be a period of extreme market volatility. With blockchain networks disrupted and uncertainty surrounding data integrity, panic selling would likely ensue. The value of cryptocurrencies could plummet, erasing billions if not trillions of dollars in value. However, this market turmoil wouldn't last forever. As recovery efforts get underway and the extent of the damage becomes clearer, the market would begin to stabilize. Investors who held their nerve, or even bought the dip, could stand to benefit significantly. The key is to be prepared, both in terms of understanding the risks and having a plan in place for navigating such an event. The threat posed by solar flares to blockchain technology highlights a crucial point. Our digital world, for all its advancements, is still vulnerable to the forces of nature. The decentralized and distributed nature of blockchain offers a degree of resilience, but it's not a foolproof solution. Moving forward, the crypto community must prioritize safeguarding critical infrastructure and developing robust recovery mechanisms. This includes investing in protective measures like Faraday cages, exploring alternative storage solutions, and establishing clear protocols for data recovery and verification in case of a major solar event. By acknowledging the risks and taking proactive steps to mitigate them, we can ensure that the promise of blockchain technology endures, even in the face of cosmic adversity.